I
Please.
know you said that you are not a yoga teacher, but Sheetal and I fight till this day to say, well, Neelima, maybe you're a yoga teacher, Sheetal, but for me, it has always been Vijay. He is my yoga teacher. So I mean, if there are two people whose life you've changed in yoga, and if that qualifies you to be a teacher, absolutely, we are the living proofs.
For those of you who don't know Ashwini Garg, Ashwini is a good friend and also our erstwhile neighbor in Bangalore at Regent Place.
I can only say it was probably universe's way to just kind of bring us together in that year. 2004 was a new beginning for us also in Regent Place. And we just came together with kids growing together. What a wonderful experience and memory. And actually, um, a lot of guidance, we could look up to, both you and Nilima. And it has changed our lives in so many different ways. Very first one, Vijay, for me would be these sort of unplanned, unscheduled morning walks that just somehow came into being and continued for a very long period of time. Um, I don't think we ever called each other. We ever reached out to each other's home and kind of said that, oh, let's go for a walk. It just used to happen that we used to come together for a walk. And what was interesting for me was that, of course, you were going through a few things, on your in your life. I was going through a lot of things on my life, and our discussions, which started more as a way to just kind of share with each other what was happening in our lives, turned into a lot of meaningful wisdom conversations to just jointly exploring things of life, just sharing with each other travels, sharing with each other experiences. And when I look back, um, I feel that that was a period where those just simple walks and simple conversation actually built a base in me, and it created a very meaningful thought process in my life that has stayed with me and will stay with me. Other one, which is related to, of course, these yoga sessions we used to do, you, I, Kavita, and once in a while we tried to pull together, of course, other neighbors who couldn't keep up with us. So Sunday session, I don't know if you remember, but Sunday session used to be really long, right? I mean, it
Yes.
used to be about 2 hours, kind of intense yoga. If
Yes.
anybody hasn't seen you doing yoga for that long, he can, and he can do more even after those 2 hours. And what was funny and what used to be going on between me and Kavita was that some of the days we'll come into the room in the morning, and you would be sitting there and you would tell us, today I'm not feeling very well, and Kavita and I will look at each other and say, oh my God, today we are going to have a tough time. Because, normally you would think, if you're not feeling well, you'll go easy on us, but you would really tell us, I'm going to do yoga in my mind, and you guys actually start doing it. Okay. And we would start doing, and many times you will forget the counts, and we would be sweating and huffing and puffing, and you're not, you don't remember the count. And Kavita and I are looking at each other, and it became almost like every time that you said, when we entered into the room and you said, I'm not well today, but we'll continue the session, she and I will look at each other and say, oh my God. I think credit to those sessions. And, even if I want to forget, I can't forget because, you know, both, uh, both Kavita and I are ardent yoga followers, as you know.
I
I
know.
mean, we do it no matter what, at least a few times a week, no matter which part of the planet we are at. And both of us had no clue about yoga before you got us started on it.
As you know, I'm not actually a yoga teacher. Nilima is the certified yoga teacher, and I have learned a lot from her. But it was for me more a sense of, if I could find a group of people to do it together, then it also disciplines me. The first memory is, when we started setting up the Regent Place Owners Association, and all the challenges that we faced, bringing a very disparate and divergent kind of group together. And I remember being so impressed by you, particularly in that process, because not only were you young at that time, but despite your youth, you were incredibly mature. And I found that you had a way of managing the people in the room very harmoniously, but also very directly and very clearly. The second memory, of course, is your famous holy parties.
Oh my God.
which would always start off in this slightly, tentative way, and then people would all get into the spirit of things, and then it would turn out to be a little wild, and then we would all end up in the pool, and then Sheetal and you would set out this amazing spread of food. And of course, how can we forget the famous day when people had too much bhang and had to be taken in ambulances to hospitals and had to be revived and so on. But I think the bigger point for me is not just the specifics of the party, but what we were able to do to create the RP community and then to keep it together in this very happy and joyous way.
Yes, yes. My sense is that we both take anything that we commit to extremely professionally.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes to the point that maybe, other people around us gets probably annoyed about it, but that's just who we are. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of get that sense every time I see you doing anything. And I know I'm built that way too, that either I won't commit to something, but if I do, then it's got to be done in a professional way. So that's something that really stands out for me. I also believe that you and I are similar in one more way, where we don't need too many things in life.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. I mean,
Yes.
We are, of course, we want to do a lot of things. That's different from what we kind of need to feel happy, complete. We're not looking for too many materialistic stuff. We just built that way.
Yes.
I feel. I think you have this way of articulating things in a relatively complex situation and going down to the basics, one or two things. I have seen it many times over in, of course, the management committee discussions that we talked about. And I don't think it comes that naturally to me. I work hard on it.
I think another similarity for us is that I have seen how you and Sheetal, like Nilima and me, have been really focused on providing our children with the right platforms. Our children are older than yours, but I think the attitude to parenting and providing them the right kind of exposure, the right kind of values, and the right kind of platform to find themselves and be themselves in the world, I think is something that is also very similar. And the differences, I think that I've always admired the fact that you have a really good grasp of both the technology side of things and the human side of things. And so, coming as I do from my background of being in marketing, advertising, branding, the human side of it, I understand. But I think what you bring, which I don't have and which I'd like to emulate, is a real comfort with how technology can impact and improve human lives.
I really believe that you have so much to give to the world. Okay. And I really wish and pray that universe organizes itself in such a way in coming years that it can take maximum out of you and give it to the millions out there. And I'm saying it in every possible way. I'm saying it just purely as way of discussions, sharing, your work on cancer, your work or your thoughts on, how you can raise families, your simplicity of life. So that is my real blessing, that, you know, that we are able to actually take more and more and more out of you. And God gives you that strength, courage, and health and long life that we are able to,
Thank
right?
you.